If you watch my channel for any length of time, you know I'm always looking for tools that actually make my job easier. Working in pharmaceutical manufacturing and industrial maintenance, I'm constantly dealing with electrical panels, instrumentation cabinets, sensors, machine guarding, and equipment that's packed into tight spaces. So when Crom reached out and asked me if I wanted to check out their mini ratchet and 5-piece bit holder keychain, I figured these would either be incredibly useful or end up sitting in a drawer. But I tell you what, after carrying them for a while, I can tell you why they definitely didn't end up in a drawer. They sent over this 1/4-inch mini ratchet along with their 5-piece magnetic bit holder keychain for me to test out and incorporate into my everyday carry setup. As always, all my opinions are my own. On my first look of the mini ratchet, the first thing that caught my attention was the size. This thing is tiny, itty bitty, but don't let the size fool you. One of my biggest challenges in industrial maintenance is access. The fastener isn't usually difficult to remove. Getting a tool in there is the difficult part. I've already found myself reaching for this mini ratchet while working around control components and tight equipment spaces where a regular screwdriver would require multiple repositioning attempts. So here's a prime example of trying to get back into places. I need to get, there's a bolt off here. This is a 7mm nut driver. Almost got it. This mini ratchet, there it is. Woohoo! Now I noticed myself getting into different setups. When I've got this Wera bit holder, I can actually put it on here and then put the bit in there and get into tight spaces if I need a little bit more leverage, or I can take it off there and do a like a thumb ratchet kind of, which I've actually used this on here as a wrench to do like to carry as well. So it's been pretty nice. Also, what I've done is, you can see I've got the thing from the SC45 that I've been carrying all my stuff in. I've actually taken it out and put it in here as well, but you can, so I can carry it in my SC45 with this railer bit in here and then stick it in here. It goes almost all the way down in there, which is pretty nice. And very, very low profile. And then when I pull it out, just pretty cool. And then I carry this Wera deal right here, and then I have the one from this is the original product that they sent me a while back, and I keep that in there. And then I added a little bit on here to do some like small sockets and stuff. So that's really helped out a lot. I probably don't need to carry this one now that I have the other one in there, but it seems to work really well just to have both, to have options, which is pretty nice. And then here I have my Olay. I have a kind of a tweaker screwdriver from one of the companies around here, and then I have my Gerber center drive, and in here I've got my Cobras. So I keep all that in there, just kind of throw there. I don't even fold up the multi-tool anymore. And then here I've got the Milwaukee. And I can actually take, what I like about this little mini ratchet from Crom is you can actually take it in here, and I can, if I wanted to, I could just do like that and get into a tight space with this one, or any kind of bit. I can get into different tight spaces, which is pretty cool. So I've been using this a bunch, and I just can't, I'm on my lunch hour. The short profile lets you keep turning fasteners in places where the larger tools become frustrating. The bit holder keychain is fantastic. Now let's talk about the bit holder set. This is honestly what surprised me the most about the kit. Includes 5 quick release bit holders mounted on a locking carabiner. Each holder accepts standard 1/4-inch bits and locks them in securely in place. The quick release mechanism works smoothly and gives you fast access without fumbling through a toolbox. For me, that's huge, because let's be honest, how many times have you walked across the facility for a single Phillips bit? For my everyday carry setup, I can load the exact bits I use most often. The machining on the bit holders is excellent. The aluminum construction keeps them lightweight while still feeling durable, and the retention is strong enough. Haven't had any bits accidentally fall out during the normal use. The carabiner is so sturdy and easily fits on a backpack, tool pouch, or belt loop. Everything feels well thought out. I can see these being useful for industrial maintenance technicians, electricians, control technicians, instrumentation specialists, HVAC technicians, mechanics, DIY enthusiasts, basically anyone who regularly works in tight spaces and wants essential bits available without carrying a full toolbox. The point is having the right tool available when you're away from the toolbox. For me, these have earned a permanent spot in my everyday carry setup. At the end of the day, these aren't meant to replace your full-size ratchets or your service cart. That's not the point. The point is having the right tool available when you are away from your toolbox. For me, these have earned a permanent spot in my everyday carry setup because they're compact, lightweight, and generally useful. And sometimes the tools you use them the most are the ones that fit in your pocket. If you'd like to check out the Crom mini ratchet and the bit holder set, I'll put links down in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.
I'll be back.